Well, good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to another On Monday segment. I am Cooper, host of the Welcome to Cooperville podcast. The one thing I wanted to talk about today a little bit is the concept of time. Time is something in a two-part kind of conversation where we never have enough of it, seemingly. At least that's the excuse that we tell ourselves. There's not enough time to work out. There's not enough time to do this with the kids. There's not enough time for the plethora of things that we want to do to add some value to our life. What I started doing a while ago is really keeping track of where my time was going. If you find yourself down the rabbit hole of social media and that takes up surprisingly a lot amount of the time of your day, there's areas there where you could cut back and maybe add in some more things of value, whether that's reading a book, whether that's getting out and exercising, spending more time with loved ones, however you want to spend that time, whatever you want to stop making excuses for not having time for, start looking at how you manage your time. Another interesting thing that came up over the weekend a couple of times is age. I'm 39 and feeling probably the best I have in my life I'm able to recall. And that is all a product of, I think, really finding some personal growth and also putting the time in, finding that time and putting the time in, whether it's exercise, whether it's reading, whether it's learning, whether it's deciding to take some chances instead of just kind of falling into the monotonous routine of everyday life. So your Monday challenge for today is really to kind of take a look at how your time lays itself out. Whether it's every hour, every 2 hours, you kind of just jot down on a notebook, or you put it in your phone in your notes app. Just keep track of what did you accomplish in the last hour, 2 hours. Do that for a day or two and kind of start to understand where your time is being spent. For all the excuses about not having enough time, is it spending too much time on social media? Is it spending too much time, perusing Amazon for deals? Is that time better served elsewhere? So take a look at time and take a look at, age not being an excuse anymore. Just because you're a certain age, and that can be for young too. I'm too young to do this, or I'm too old to do that. If you really put it into perspective, you can find examples of young people doing great things, and you can find examples of people who are a little bit older doing great things. It's all about really your mental vantage point of how old you are, and whether you let a number or what other people think that number is, how that should dictate your life. You don't have to let it do that. You can get inside your own head with it and say, you know what, I'm going to go and own 39 and 40 and 41 and so on and so forth. I'm going to go run a marathon at age 50. It happens. People are doing it. So today's On Monday is really just taking a look at time and the concept of how you spend it during the day and your life. Is that number going to define you, or are you going to go define yourself? Happy Monday. Go get after it.